Hey, I want to show you a down payment hack that can save you some cash out of your pocket when you go to finance your Barndominium if everything aligns. So hey, here's what we want to do. I want to give you just a scenario. Let's just assume for a second that you're buying land and you're building your Barndominium for $345. So the two combined together, $50,000 plus $345, means that you're going to need $395,000. But you're looking to see if you can do the minimum down out of pocket, which for our bank, for example, is 5%. So if you're putting 5% down on $395, that means you've got to have $19,750 for just the down payment, leaving a loan amount of $375,250. Now, don't forget though, on top of your down payment, there's always going to be lender fees. And so for today, let's just use, for example, that your lender fees are an additional $5,000. Okay? That means that in addition to the $19,750, you need this $5,000. So if you add the two together, now you're all of a sudden at a total out of pocket of $24,750 for your down payment. Some banks will also require you to have reserves or additional cash cushion requirements, and that would be on top of that money, okay? What I want to do today is show you a simple hack that can actually cut down on this amount of money, all right? A lot of times the Barndominiums, what we will see because of the value that is being created, that your appraisal has the possibility of coming in higher than the $395. Now, this isn't always the case, but for example, my son Spencer, when he took out his construction loan for his Barndominium, he had $25,000 of extra equity right off the bat before he even broke ground, okay? So let's just assume that the appraisal for your home is gonna come in at, we'll put over here, $400,000. So you've already got, you've already got baked in a little bit of equity into your home, okay? That means that you may have the ability to work with your builder and roll in your closing costs, meaning that, hey, listen, what I'm gonna do here is if I've got $50,000 plus for my land, build a $345, I'm gonna ask the builder, hey, Mr. Builder, will you pay for my closing costs? And more than likely, he's just not gonna be a nice guy and do that for you, but what you could look at doing is he says, sure, but we've gotta tack it onto your contract, so your contract is now gonna be $350, okay? And you'll say, well, John, why do I wanna do this? Well, maybe you need that extra cash reserve. Maybe you don't have it, but that would be the reason is that you're looking for an alternative source to try to save on your cash to close. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna back up off these numbers here from the original. So remember, and actually let's just save that. Let's just say our original over here was $395 and we were putting $24,750 out of pocket. Let's just save that for a second, okay? What we're going to do is now we're gonna recalculate these 5% down numbers. That means if we're now at 50 and 350 rather, that we're at $400,000 total. Notice that if the house is being appraised for 400, the appraisal is going to support that amount. That's what the bank wants. The bank wants to know that, hey, the house is worth it, right? So now again, $400,000, 5% down, that's now jumps to from the $19,750 to $20,000 with a loan of $380. But guess what? Now, instead of having to come up with this extra $5,000 so that you would normally be 20,000 plus 5 or 25,000 out of pocket. So it looks like a little more than the original, the 24,750 that we had over here. Remember, your builder's paying for that now. So you don't need the 25,000 out of pocket. All you need is the 20. So your down payment goes up slightly from the original because you're financing that difference from the original amount that we calculated, okay? So if you're looking to pull a little money out of, or cash, or save a little cash at the closing table and either have it be in reserves or because you don't have it, this is a simple hack that you have to make all that stuff come together. So again, critical component here is the appraisal. Remember that your appraisal has to support what you're going to roll into your loan amount, okay? Hope you like that hack. Stay tuned for more great information.